Okay guys, welcome back. It's me, your boy Hebot, and all you action figure enthusiasts out there. I have a brand new episode of Toys in My Closet, and this should be a fun one. Like I said with Scarlet before this one, I am late to the game because I got these based off their regular initial release through Amazon. Now I had them for a while, but haven't been able to really get to them yet. So as you see, I have today the brand new G.I Joe classified 6-inch scale line by Hasbro. This is none other than Roadblock. And Roadblock is number one, as you see here. These are the boxes that they come with. As you see, the wonderful artwork in the back that has more characters design of what's coming in the future. The nice artwork of Roadblock on the side profile. In the front, a really nice artwork of Roadblock as well. And then the window box opening, as you see, where it shows Roadblock in all of his glory. Then on the side, as you see there, he says he's heavy armored. These are the classified things that he specializes in. These look to be other characters that should be coming in the wave, everybody knows so far. We're going to get the Red Ninja, Cobra Commander, the Deathstroke from the Tiger Force series, which is a completely different one. And it says ages 4 and up appropriate, which I don't think so because the parts are small. This means heavy, gunner, rocket launcher, expert. So anyway, let's get him out the packaging and take a closer look and see what he has to offer. And here he is, guys, out of packaging. Here we have Roadblock. And I mean, right off the hip, I can say he looks pretty fantastic. I mean, like I said in the Scarlet review, these figures look a lot better in person than they are represented in any picture or video review. Roadblock has a really nice detailed face, really nice matte and finish to his skin color with the nice sheen of like skin text, colors and textures, with the, as you see, the glossy wet lip look on the lips, and the eyes look almost like if they were a little bit on the shiny side. Give it like a realistic wet look. The digital print is really good on him. You got like this white overspray, it looks like, but I'm not sure why that is. You don't see that in person, it's more here on the camera. There's this beer with the goatee. Has a nice red strap there. Some gold accents, the G.I Joe star logo. Let's see. With the red tabs where it would close. The sheath there for his little knife. The comms communicator they come with the gold accents. That nice soft olive military green with the grays all over the place. And his arms looks brolic, and there is that infamous lion tattoo, because we don't know where if he had it in the original. In the back is the same thing. He has the peg hole with some browns. His other bicep on the other side looking pretty brolic. Then his pants, nice gray. You see, with kind of like a light brown on it, with the gray, gun gray. One of the knee pads has the gold knee plate, and then the shin guards on the the legs, with the nice accents of red and gold, with the plate on the boots, looking really nice, and the straps in the back with some pouches there, as you can see, on both sides. Now, As I said before, this Roadblock has a lot of inspiration on a couple of the Roadblock's iteration. And we can't get it mistaken for other characters such as Alpine and Heavy Duty, because they are big characters too. And they're big characters too, and they look similar in some ways. So people might think that, you know, this might be those characters, especially people that don't really follow G.I. Joe. They're completely different characters. So now let's take a look at his accessories. Now for his accessories, as you can see, he really doesn't come with a lot, but what he brings is pretty big and also nicely detailed. The first thing you'll notice is the clip for the for the ammo for the big gun that he has. It has some nice blues and some gunmetal silver on it, with the ridges on the top and on the bottom. I believe this is the part that would go to the top. Then he brings this really simple but nice knife, all done up in a gunmetal silver. I don't know if I like the fact that even the handle is silver. I probably told my daughter to paint it either brown or black, but it looks nicely detailed and it's really nice. And then last but certainly not least is the big behemoth of the gun that he has here, which is actually, you can hold them from here long ways with this against the shoulders, because he has like the barrel of a machine gun there, and then it has these two ends that are translucent. I'm thinking maybe some laser machine gun action, and he has the handle here to hold it with one hand, and then the handle on top, so you can hold it like a railgun type. And it's pretty long. It's almost the size of Roadblock himself. And it's painted really nice with the reds and the blues, and then obviously those accents of the gunmetal look really nice and are nicely detailed and painted. So there's a couple of things I'm going to add to him for upgrades, which I'll show you guys as we go along. But now let's take a close look at his articulation. Okay guys, so before we take a look at the articulation, let's take the measurement here with the ruler and see how he measures from the floor to the top. He measures a little over, let's push this in right here. He's measuring a little over 6 inches. So now that we got that out of the way, now let's take a look at Roadblock articulation. And as you can see, for the head we have a standard ball joint on the top. There it goes, left and right. Again, it has like that extra hinge that goes to the back like so. It's a little tight, but you can still put it on. So it goes back quite a nice distance. And then it goes forward. But at the same time, you see that the neck is also on a separate piece. The neck for Roadblock, so he can look left and right. And then he also has a little bit of tilt, not too much. And then for the shoulders, as you can see, it has the butterfly right in there. And then his shoulders can go up all the way this much. 180 degrees. Bicep swivel. Double jointed elbows. And then obviously his wrist with the hinge that goes in and out like so. And it has the rotation. And then in here, he does have his articulation. So he can go down pretty nice range, even though the vest pulls it up. And then he can hyper extend back a nice range as well. He has the torso cut where you can move the really nice range of movement. So you can tilt him that way and you can tilt him that way. Then this part here, luckily mine's is not loose. A lot of people say it was in the thigh area, but it does have the drop down and drop up, and he can do a full Van Damme split, as you can see. Just bring it up like so. And then he has the thigh cut there and has the double jointed knee, and then in the bottom he has a boot cut, and then he goes back that much, which is significant, and then forward, I think, what was it again? I heard that if you do this, it'll go up even more, and then you can turn it and it looks like it's gone up even a little bit further, but it goes up that much. Then you have the rockers, and then you can obviously move it left and right with the boot cut. And so for articulation, I think he is solid, very solid for a big figure because he's bigger and bulkier. So he's gonna move really nice. You know, for a big guy, because look, matter of fact, he can do the kicks that much. He can move the feet back that much. So, you know, he definitely has a nice range of movement for being, especially for being a bigger guy. So, let me bring in his accessories so that we can take a closer look at it, how they look like on him. So as for the sheath, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in here. I'm not even going to make him hold it, which looks really good on him. And then for the gun, you come this way, and then you put the clip like this, like so, in the gun. Nice and snugged. And for the gun, you can do it in this way, which would be the long way, obviously. And he has two triggered hands, so put it like so, pass it through. You gotta kind of wiggle the thumb a little bit so it could fit a little bit better. Then you can put it like he's holding it this way, like so. Like so. So you can hold it like this. And I know I'm trying to there we go. And then we put the trigger in the hole like that. Kind of tricky, But once you get the hang of it, and you can get it on him, because his hands and his wrists, his gloves are pretty pliable. So he looks like he's gonna shoot it off like this, you know, from afar. That part right here is supposed to go like that, like underneath the vest, like he's holding it like so, but the weight keeps bringing it down. So that's what it looks. That's what it's supposed to look like with the one hand, as you can see right there. So what I want to do is, real quick, I want to now take the time to bring in a couple of comparisons, which is the figures that I believe were inspired, he's inspired by. Now, he has some inspirations of this guy right here, which is the original. This is the 25th anniversary Roadblock, right? As you can see, he has the little helmet. If you take it off, he's also rocking the baldy, but he has kind of like a military tank top with these belts and stuff around him. And this is what the original looks supposed to look like, which I think they might actually have backpack with the magazine and his machine gun, which I think they might release him like this later on, even though this is supposed to be a modern take. Then a lot of people are thinking that he looks a lot like the one where he has the green vest with the white shirt, which I felt the same way. But then I remembered that he also had a release in the G.I Joe Resolute, which in Resolute, this is what he looked like. You see the resemblance? He has the vest, no shirt, gloves, although they're green, with the same type of, you know, accents and details. He's got some bullets in the top, bullets in the front, then the brown belt pants, which I think they're more like a brown, you know, what you call it, like a brown, like khaki brown, with the plates in his legs, and then these straps, and then the boots with the metal tips in the bottom, you know, because it's a military boot, so it protects his feet during battle. Then he has this machine gun. It's painted really nicely with the magazine going across. And for me, I feel like we're going more for this type of interpretation, obviously minus the color direction. But if you put them next together, you can see that they kind of go more hand in hand. And this is really the one I think they were trying to inspire themselves by, alongside the one with the white shirt. And as you see, he brings a pickaxe, right, that you can put in the back with the harness, right? So what I'm gonna do is, I figured I'd do a little upgrade to him, since he is, you know, Roadblock. He's a heavy machine gunist, plus he can do work in the road. So what I figured was, let me give him an upgrade. So I went to the McFarlane Toys Jonesy, and I took his harvester, and I decided, well, I'm going to give it to my boy Roadblock, because, you know, I have Jonesy all decked out with the other, you know, weapons. And I think this is going to look really cool on him. So I decided I'm going to leave it on him, like the one from Resolute, to give him kind of an upgrade. And on top of that, I also kind of want to give him a smaller size, a smaller size pistol, which I don't see here at the moment, which is unfortunate. But one of the pistols from the Black Widow Origins movie fig that I got in clearance from Target, I'm gonna give him a small pistol so he can have one, and you can just slide it in, you know, in the inside the vest or something to make it look nice, you know, or something like that, you know, just so he can have a gun, a small gun as well. So here he is side by side next to the two that I have here, which is the 25th anniversary based off the original look and the release of the vintage, as you see there. I'm trying to lift up the camera a little bit. It's a hot mess doing this at the same time while you're trying to keep it focused. And then I feel like he's more inspired by the Resolute, in my opinion. I really think, I mean, you guys tell me what you think. Like, I think he looks more like the Resolute, and that's what they were more inspired by, which is cool. It doesn't bother me because I think that's his badass look there, to be honest with you. Better than the tank top, in my opinion. So let's do some of the comparisons. So here I have him next to the Star Wars Black Series, The Force Awakens Stormtrooper exclusive from the Force Unleashed video game, from the Gamerverse. And here I have him next to another game figure from the Spider-Man PS4 tech suit that he has from Diamond Select. And as you can see, they scale up pretty nice, even though Spider-Man is supposed to be a lot smaller, but because he's Diamond Select, he's based off the more of the 7-inch scale. So here I have him next to Deathstroke from DC's Essentials, which is also another 7-inch line, and next to the NECA 40th Anniversary Alien 1 Ripley figure played by none other than Sigourney Weaver. And as you can see, she's a little taller than him, and so is Deathstroke, because NECA and both DC Essentials are more, excuse me, in the 7-inch scale. But Roadblock is a bigger character within the G.I Joe line, so it looks almost as tall as them. And here I have him next to the Captain America from the brand new Marvel's Avenger games coming out this September from the Gamerverse, in his Gamerverse attire, which I think he looks great because he looks very militant and yet still looks like Captain America. And obviously he's a Marvel Legends from 6-inch. And then I have him here next to the Jurassic Park Amber Collection Owen Grady figure played by none other than Chris Pratt. So you see the size is almost the same because these are all in the 6-inch scale. And here I have him, last but certainly not least, next to his other counterparts that are from the same series, the Snake Eyes Hasbro Pulse exclusive from the classified line, and the one I just finished reviewing, the Scarlet, looking pretty excellent. I mean, these figures look really good, and I really can't wait to see if I can make like a shelf for them and maybe put away some other stuff that's older that I have displayed, just to make room for them, because they're pretty spectacular and pretty special. So let me conclude the review. So there you have it, guys. There is my review and outlook on the brand new G.I Joe Classified Series 6-inch Roadblock action figure, or collectible figure from Hasbro. And I think he's great. I really think he's really nice. He looks spectacular. The colors work well. The details in the figures or on the figures is really well executed. He's Roadblock, but with a modern take, and he doesn't feel like he's trying to disrespect the original source material. The little upgrades I did, like I said, I took the pickaxe harvester from the McFarlane Toys Jonesy, for those of you that are interested. I think it works really well with him. I might paint the handle, like I said, I'll tell my daughter to paint it like a brown color, even though it doesn't really bother me because it's silver. And his big laser rifle or laser machine gun really isn't that bad looking, and it's not really that bad. I look at it as a more modern day machine weaponry that they hosted, because it is a modern take on the team of G.I. Joe. So leave a thumbs up if you like the video, leave a thumbs down if you dislike the video, leave a comment down below, let me know what you think. If you want to add anything else on to what I said in the review that I might have missed, or tell me if you guys own it, if you love the figure, if you didn't like it, share it with someone you think might have liked it. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. And if you subscribed for the first time, like I said, thank you, because it means the world to me. But since you did, I consider you now part of my family. And as always, if you want to follow me on social media, I am on Twitter under Hebot Powerful Gamer, and on Instagram under C_respect. I'm probably gonna try to do some pictures of figs that I do to put it up on Instagram, because people kind of seem to like that. I'll see how it goes. And you guys, like always, if you ever want to help me out in any way, shape, or form, from the kindness of your heart, or because you have the means to, and obviously when times are much, much better than what we're going through now, you know how. It's all out in the description below. And if you ever want to donate anything that you want me to review, please DM me, feel free, because it would be an honor to, do something that you guys would want me to, review with a donation. If you want to donate something for me to review. Alright guys, there you have it. This is Hebot signing off for another episode of Toys in My Closet. See you in the next one, guys. Love you very much. Take care. And be careful out there figure collecting. Bye-bye.